Revitalizing Berkeley County. This morning, we're learning more about how county leaders plan to use a $500,000 grant. Our Lauren Lennon spoke with county officials, and she's live in the studio this morning. Lauren, how's the money going to be used?
Yeah, Mel, officials with the county say this grant is a great tool for revitalizing a community. It's a $500,000 brownfield assessment grant from the EPA that allows them to do assessments on properties in Berkeley County, in this case, the St. Stephen area. And this is actually their second one. I spoke with Corey McClary, the workforce development manager within the county's Office of Economic Development. He tells me there are a couple of phases to this grant. Phase 1, identifying the properties that need attention. Phase 2, mitigating and finding out what is wrong with the properties. Phase 3, cleanup. And Phase 4, marketing the property.
What happens is that when you go out to some of these communities, there are a lot of dilapidated old buildings that have been there for decades, and you see them standing around and sitting there, and a lot of times those buildings are eyesores. So this grant helps us to identify some of those environmental hazards that are in those buildings and help mitigate some of those hazards.
In 2022, the county received their first EPA brownfield assessment grant where they were able to identify dozens of properties and do mitigation work on priority sites like the old lumber mill and the old Russellville High School. McClary says this new grant is a continuation of that work, but is new in the sense of the portion of resources and process. McClary says for this grant, they're looking at revitalizing some environmental and industrial sites in St. Stephen. After the assessment grant is completed, the county plans to apply for the cleanup grant, also from the EPA. The county held a community meeting last week where people were able to hear how the county was finishing up the previous grant and beginning stages of this new one. They will continue to host community meetings to hear from the public on any recommendations and also share information on progress. Working for you, Lauren Lennon, News 4.